Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is a Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel 4 Part 31. In the previous video we actually finished talking to everybody in Crossbell this time for reals and came down to the Geofront Sector X to meet up with Yonah, except we don't know who Yonah is yet. But we know who Yonah is, we don't know who Yonah is. You know? No? Yeah, I'm sorry, you don't have to watch the rest of the video after that. You can click off now. You can just skip to the next one, I suppose. Or stop watching entirely. It's okay, I won't be mad. I think we're like close to done with this area.
Now's our chance.
I would enjoy, possibly, theoretically, just potentially obtaining
Switch.
I'm up.
a little, just a
Arcus
nugget
activate.
of CP for Kurt Vander.
It's my turn.
So like, please don't kill me. Now you see,
Damn it.
there are some who might say that you've come dangerously close
Damn it.
to killing
Let's
me.
go.
Okay, we got some CP. How do I leave?
Let's fall back.
Run
Let's
away.
keep moving.
I feel like if we kept going any further, most likely we would have just freaking died. Is Holy Breath any good by default? No, it's ass. Alright, cool. I mean, 3K...
I feel refreshed.
So, I mean, even with Cannon, that's not a
Victory
full
is
heal.
assured.
Since Cannon was... I mean, I wouldn't say the nerf is unfounded, because Cannon is still good, and it actually kind of has, like, now that it gets its passive abilities earlier, it has more initial utility. Right, because I think Cannon needed to have the higher multiplier. It did in CS3 by default, just because without the multiplier, it's kind of a useless quartz. But now that it actually has two really strong sub effects, I get reducing the potency multiplier. Because I still think Cannon's quite strong. No monster? Is that music? You don't suppose this room is our target destination? The probability is high. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go and meet this guy. No ancient Zemurian helium machine. That room appears to be our destination. Okay, maybe we have to like talk to Yonah and then go further in or something? I find it unlikely there's not going to be a fight here eventually. Or a fight of some sort during the sewer section. Looks like we did everything. There's nobody here.
Man, you took your sweet time.
Or maybe there was and I didn't see them. So he's the one who contacted us. And he's not alone. What a surprise to see her here. Yonah.
Nice to meet you IRL, Class 7.
Don't. Your timeout. Immediate timeout. You can't say IRL in real life, alright?
I'm genius systems engineer and hacker extraordinaire, Yonah Sacred.
You can only use it as like, to be ironic, as a joke, until the point that it becomes so ingrained in your vocabulary that you say it normally, and then you just fall into a pit of cringe and despair.
A genius who can't feed himself.
The same way I would feel if I ever used the word based in real life.
You were at the theater earlier, right?
Nope.
I'm a member of Arkansas. My name's Sully Trade. Tio and the others have told us all about you. But it's so nice to finally meet.
Wait a second, you know the SSS too? In a way, I mean, Sully actually knows the SSS. For real, she's not some, like, faker, like, you know. In a way, I do some things here and there for them through Riksha. I'm guessing you'll see Yonah. I've heard a few stories about you. You're one of Banning's junior cadets, right? Yeah, well, I was, back when I was still at the police academy anyway. But wow, I never would have dreamed Arkanseal's newest rising star was rubbing shoulders with the SSS. Wait, now I remember. You're that Yonah, the bratty wannabe criminal shut-in that Tio works with at the Foundation. I'm not bratty or a wannabe or a shut. Well, okay, she's got me on that one, I guess. What about a criminal? Well, yeah. Tio's out there blasting her reputation, and you're not helping me either, you blabbermouth. I was trying to be cool and mysterious, you know, play up the genius hacker bit. Uh-huh, and I'm just saving them time for reality hits. Yeah, I do like the interactions between Sully and Yonah. Here I was racing out to teach these guys a lesson. They both sound like nice kids, though, as it turns out. So you're saying you're a systems engineer at the Epstein Foundation, then? Then both you and Sully are connected to the SSS in some way, is that right? It's more of a love-hate sort of thing, really. Anyway, you know about me, and I know tons about you. So let's say we help each other out. If we could trade some info for starters. You're kidding. That's what's going on in Erebonia? The info we got from Morpheus Tower gave us a rough idea, but this? Oh man. So like, guys, so when Oswald was explaining his master plan, none of you like question on how that shit don't make any damn sense? Come on, what's wrong with you? The Great Twilight, it's way worse than I thought. That whole Azure Tree / presidency debacle must have been part of the plan all along. That's right, the phantasmal blaze plan of the society, or so it had been before Chancellor Osborne had it taken over. Once again, like, the game keeps saying that, but it still, like, doesn't mean anything. A plan in which Crossbell's false phantasm was used to awaken the blaze in Erebonia. Because, like, are they really taking it? Like, if you take the plan and you do the exact same thing Ouroboros was gonna do anyway, are you really taking over the plan? The pieces of the game unfolding before us were put into place from the very start. A fiendish scheme, to say the least. To be honest, I'm not sure if we can prevent this whole end of days business. We don't even know where to start, but we can't give up trying. Once we get Instructor Reen back, he'll guide us in the right direction. I just know it. You mean the Ashen Chevalier? I mean, he is pretty famous, but I don't know, it feels kind of unrealistic to put on your hopes on one guy. By the way, about that singularity you're looking for, it's supposed to be overgrown with black paloma grass, right? I'll try combing the web about it. Something's bound to turn up eventually. Aw, Yonah. You're going to help us out then. Don't get me wrong, I'm only helping you out to help myself is all. Let's see how far the great Chevalier that gave Bannons a run for his money has fallen. Think of me as a bystander of sorts. Did he really give Bannons a run for his money? Because I seem to remember Reen kind of getting Brave smashed in the face to death. Easy there, Allie. Yeah, I guess you would take that personally. Whatever your reasons, we appreciate the help, Yonah. This dweeb's actually pretty cute for a total nerd. Not nerd! I'm a geek at least, there's a difference, you know? Oh my god. Only frickin' nerds call themselves geeks. Here we go. Who's that? You got some friends coming? That's no friend. Keep it down. Sounds like machinery. Oh god. Oh lord. Dang dirty jester. And we gotta go chase it down or something? But he's going back the way we came, right? That was one of the Society's archaisms. One of their enhanced ones by the look of it, just like the ones we fought in Sutherland. Yeah, at least their big boss patrol units underground just a while ago. It was polite of it to knock. What's it gonna do next time? Leave a message? Maybe I'll deliver your pizza. Either way, it looks like your DoorDash is here. It looks like our little computer room isn't a secret anymore. They've brought out so many archaisms down here, it's only a matter of time before they end up nabbing us. There's an exit on the opposite side that'll take us out of the streets. Why don't we say we play it safe and scram for now? Sounds like a plan. Without delay, show us which way to go. Aw, oh, come on, another secret base busted. I'm so over this. Yonah and Sully are now accompanying you. Oh god. But like, when you say accompany, what do you mean? Is my PTSD acting up? You know, is it unfounded? Now, we didn't have to do any escort missions in all the previous entirety of Cold Steel. Right? I don't think there were any. I think those died, and actually, I don't even think Azura. I think Azura was maybe the last one that had the protect the NPC missions or else you instantly fucking lose. Just reminds me of the very first fight, or the very first like major fight in Zero with those kids, with Ryu and Honori, and how they die on the first turn on Nightmare.
guys! You're going way too fast!
You're so out of shape, it's insane.
Want me to carry you, Yonah? You can ride on my back like a little toddler.
No way! I can walk on my own!
Okay, it seems like
Where
we
does
can't
this
go
way lead?
this way, but what if we could?
Oh, that? It goes to the tower.
It's gonna be blocked off. We've gotta turn around and go the other way.
But like we know we go back to the tower eventually, probably. Because there were all those doors that we couldn't go through. So just go ahead and let me go. Let me go ahead, go up the tower, sit in Rufus's room and wait for him to walk in, and then we fight him. I'm just saying, we better fight Rufus on the roof of Orkia's tower. Alright, the game's a 0 out of 10. I'm gonna go and say, if we don't fight Rufus on the roof of Orkia's tower at some point in this game, it's a 0 out of 10. I don't make the rules, alright? That's just the way it goes. Once again, I don't know where I'm going. I mean, this doesn't seem like the right way to go, but that makes it seem like it's the right... I don't know, man. There just needs to be a... Okay, we can't go this way. Alright. There just needs to be a sign that says, don't go this way. You can't... Well, granted, we can't even go that way yet, but... Sometimes you never know, man.
Crap like this is why I don't leave my room. The real world sucks.
I can't entirely disagree.
Quit whining, Yonah. Hurry up.
So I guess I was kind of briefly talking about the Muse thing. I never really finished my thought. But like another thing about Muse in the Grawl
Treasure chest.
is that she's the only character that has no reaction to Oliver's death at all. Like she has no reaction to the detonator, nor any reaction.
All that dancing must keep you pretty fit.
Oh, well, I'm nothing compared to Risha.
Can I just wait for you guys down here?
So like I don't know. I mean, like it's not like I, you know. I mean, I kind of never like. I mean, I both did and didn't think it. Because on one hand, I was like, well, they're not gonna make Muse a pure villain because. But granted, at the same time, we've made Crow a good guy, and he fucking murdered a ton of people. So I don't know. I could definitely see it be that, or have been that Muse predicted the Courageous was tampered with, but didn't say anything for, I don't know, bullshit reasons.
I won't fall!
I don't need to
Let
fight
us...
you.
A waste of my time.
I mean, especially in this game when they basically imply that she's like a fucking clairvoyant without... Honestly, I would prefer it more if Muse just had superpowers. If they were just like, yeah, she's, can see the future in some degree. Like, at least that's, like, not as ridiculous as I predicted the Civil War would happen and its outcome when I was, like, 6 years old. Slow down, I need a break. Are you alright? Oh, come on, don't be such a baby. We're almost at the exit. Upon analysis, Yonah would likely prove to have a low density of muscle tone. Hey, at least I have the brains to make up for it. We know, we know. Now stand up, Yonah. We're nearly there. Surprised there's no healing machine. Should have known it wouldn't be easy. They're coming. Why are there so many? Hey, yo, why are there so many? Whoa, what the? Dancing Jester? They found us. Sully, you look after Yonah. We'll take care of these cretins.
Be on guard. It's strong.
Okay. Like, just don't kill... Like, just don't kill him. What happened to Altina? Oh yeah, I switched her out for that battle and forgot to change it back. So you're weak to fire, weak to Mirage. Alright. You can't really be statted down AT to like. Seal does work. That's the main thing. Seal and freeze looks like. Now we made it through without dying, which is something. Now the question is, how do we stay alive? I don't freaking know, man.
Swiftly! Sigma operation! Leave it to me. This is it! You failed your inspection!
That's his stupid line.
One more! This is the end!
Oh my god.
Justice bullet!
Hey, Machias, was it just me or did you do no fucking damage, buddy?
On your knees!
Hey, yo, you see, the thing is that, buddy, I didn't
Let's go.
freeze him.
My apologies.
Leave it to me.
Oh, can you charm? No? Alright. Like I said, charm. Sadly, it's too good to be useful. It's kind of a strange paradox there. This doesn't affect you, right? Yeah, it doesn't.
Heal our wounds.
I appreciate it. My thanks. What? My turn.
I mean, so it seems like if we can just make it through the beginning part, we're kind of okay. I mean, we'll keep this attempt going, but once we lose, we'll come back with CP and BP.
Hey, rest in peace! Yeah! Take this! Ah! Ah!
Oh, you didn't get to 200, you coward?
Now, let's dance. Ha! I ain't done with you. Helio Raid! Sweet dreams.
I mean, you know, they die? Are they dead? Nope. I mean, it doesn't seem that bad, as long as the start doesn't go awful.
Real?
Yes.
Which, I mean, we had a pretty good start, all things considered. Could you... You could have Thalos. You don't have cannon?
Leave it to me.
Okay, your arts are still buffed, so I think we want to go... I mean, I would love a freeze. But I mean, they're fairly close to death.
Seize victory. Noble rise. Very well.
You're legally not allowed to kill Usus.
There.
Thanks.
So you gotta hit him? Yes. Okay, you sealed. The sealed's annoying.
I won't forgive you.
Yeah, get mad, Machias.
Yeah.
Does Albion Wolf have an effect? I can't remember. Or does it just do damage forehead? Okay, we actually have almost gotcha.
I'm going.
I do love that they heal for the same amount, despite having, like, double the HP they did in Chapter 1 of the last game. That's kind of funny. I mean, Muse kind of hidden right now. I will not deny
You have my thanks.
the fact that she be kind of hidden.
Now, let's dance. It's my turn.
Okay, so I think you do... You're closest to death, but you're also so close to death you'll probably die regardless. So I think you do it like
Switch with
this.
Leave it to me.
You come in. Now, do I admit my plan kind of involved Burning Heart for BP, but then I forgot that, you know, you don't actually, it's not instant. But I mean, your strength is buffed. You can't, So I think you do this. Alright, no. No, you can't Burning Heart ult. Okay, fine. I mean, I think you're actually dead.
This is it!
Like, if we all S-craft? We'll just let Usus take a normal action, then S-craft. Or
It's
you could
my
kill.
turn.
Alright. I mean, that's not really a boss fight, so I get why it's,
This was a waste of my time. Let's go.
why it's, there's no healing machine. It's just kind of like a regular fight, basically. Whirling Steel. Alright, what do? Do a bunch of damage, a good amount of break, single target with a high crit rate. Maybe that's what Kurt needs. A kind of an ability that actually... Now, hopefully the crit works.
Stats updated.
Unlike Helix's plus crit rate in the last game, which I just don't think worked properly. Like, I don't know if it was a situation where the description was just, like, wrong for whatever reason, kind of like with Arcane Gale, where it said it hit 4 times and it didn't, or if it was just the actual crit thing effect wasn't working properly. You did it! Not half bad, you might actually stand up to par with the SSS. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm honored you think so. In any case, we managed to clear the way. Yeah, now let's get ourselves out of here. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like another fight right for the actual exit. Just because that seemed a little too easy. We had a pretty bad start. And we're still able to win. Like, just their HP totals were kind of low.
Bravo! Terrific work, everyone.
That's Sal. I was like, I couldn't remember.
I should have known it was you.
We meet again.
Shin?
Then the scarred and the man with glasses are...
Sao Lee! What are you doing here?
So you're the infamous Class 7. We meet at last. I am Sao Lee, Chief of Heiyue Trading Limited's Crossbell branch. I believe you've been of much assistance to Master Shin.
I don't know how I feel about evil guys.
I thought it only proper to come and offer you my thanks.
This is all I can hear is
No
Gaius.
way! Sao Lee of Heiyue.
We read about them in the database. They're the largest crime syndicate in Calvard.
Guess we're dealing with some major players here.
I mean, I don't think they're gonna fight us. Or at least they shouldn't. I didn't even heal, man.
So you're the ones Rishio was working for.
I mean, I could see them fighting us, because I mean, it is kind of weird. We never fought Sal. So, I mean, like, I'm not against it. I am against not putting a healing machine first if we do end up fighting. Because, I mean, like, I think it would be kind of fun to fight him.
Ah, Sully, isn't it? I've heard nothing but good things about you lately. And yes, we have made use of Yin's services before. But right now, we have a contract with another party.
But, like, why?
Now, Thor's Military Academy's Class 7 and the Young Underground Hacker.
But, like, couldn't we put a healing machine? Why not put a healing
Would you
machine?
mind terribly if I requested you come with us?
But, like, you see, the thing is that I didn't heal.
If they have archaisms, then that means...
But, like, you see, I didn't heal.
They're in league with the Society.
But, like, my HP, it's very sick.
No, it must be the Governor General's office.
Looks like the kids' babysitters are gonna be a pain in the ass too.
I mean, that makes sense. Working with the governor, like Rufus's office, to maybe try and provide some security to the Calvardians in Crossbell.
Eastern martial artists, huh? Fine. Bring it on!
Yeah, see how your fists do against a fucking shotgun.
Working with Rufus, are they? He's thorough as always. Combat links on. We'll overcome this together.
Hold it! chumps are ours!
Oh, there we go. Alright, I'm not against being saved in the cutscene, because I didn't really want to fight them. I did not expect the spell to get introduced this early, though. It's so good. And Ellie, you know, she exists.
Damn!
God, Ash is so fucking good.
Look up there! Ellie? It's really her.
I heard what happened at the tower, but there she stands.
Hello there, Yonah. Still finding your way into trouble, I see.
Nice to meet you, Class 7. We'll be taking over from here.
I mean, it's like, I can't even really be mad. Like, as much as I complain about getting saved in cutscenes, at least they're cool characters and they're not fucking Nightheart. Just coming out to one-up us for no reason.
It's been a while, Miss McDowell. And you've brought the Daughter of the Divine Blade with you. How nice to meet a key figure from the Liberal incident.
I do also like how Cassius gets to just be the Divine Blade with no subtitle, yet Arios always has to be the Divine Blade of Wind.
Thanks for the intro. I'd say it's nice to meet you too, White Orchid Dragon. But your reputation's so slimy. I'm worried it might leave a stain.
It's been some time, Shin. Sal, Lau, you too. Though our cooperation was indirect, I really did value our prior working relationship. So would you mind standing down for old time's sake?
Were it not for our client's direct orders, we might have obliged. But alas.
But like, you see my HP, it's still very sick.
What's more, this is a most unusual opportunity. A chance to test each other's mettle.
Like, I agree, but like, my HP.
Hey! I forbid you from laying a finger on Ellie.
Okay, well, they'll just let their knuckles.
Master Shin, I'm afraid I must ask you to step back.
Fear not. We won't use our full strength here.
Bro, who the fuck are you? Sal, you're not presented as being all that strong in Azure.
Yeah, everyone says that before they get hit with a big stick.
God, Estelle's also so good.
You guys need to get moving now!
Keep Yonah and Sully safe!
Okay, so I guess it's they fight and we just leave?
But Ellie!
You can count on me!
But you've got to make it out of here safely too, alright?
I mean, I suppose if Estelle has to carry Ellie, then, you know, I could see Sal not having to fight at full strength.
Are you okay?
Damn it! Oh, come on! Maybe if you actually used your legs every once in a while, this wouldn't happen. Oh,
Rocket! He just chunks him at 1,000 miles an hour.
Hey!
You can save the bickering for later.
This is gonna be a bumpy ride, kid.
That's like the difference in the way they carry.
Now let's keep going.
Ash is treating Yonah like a fucking sack of potatoes. I think he's carrying in like a big thing of like toilet paper or like paper towels you gotta like put under your arm like that. It's so bright. Where are we? But that's cool. I mean, like, you know, when you're a former protagonist, you get extra leeway when it comes to saving in cutscenes. Because I want to see you look cool, basically. As he even said, like a sack of potatoes. Oh, yeah, also we skipped Muse's line, the Harbor District Lighthouse. I didn't think we'd end up here. Oh wow, Muse didn't predict something? Maybe if you played Azure, you'd know we'd end up here. Dummy. You hooligan came here like a sack of potatoes? Unbelievable. Whatever, you should be thanking me, Freckles. Man, all muscle, no brain, zero delicacy. Has a banning, so it wasn't bad enough. Sorry, it was a bit of an emergency. Are you alright? We can't have you getting so injured you can't perform. No, I'm fine. Alright, thank you. There, I said it. Kurt Vander is confused. I hope Ellie and the other girl are alright. Those guys seem pretty strong. So that was Ellie from the SSS. You've always spoken highly of her, as I recall. And for good reason. She's Speaker McDowell's granddaughter and current acting secretary. I've never heard of her. Though I also hear no one's been able to get in touch with her for a while. I'm sure she's more than capable. Wait, did you say you've never heard of her? I've heard of her. I was like, wait, what? I just read it wrong? I was like, how the hell have you not heard of her? I'm sure you're more than capable of handling herself, however. The girl accompanying her was Estelle Bright, a bracer. She, alongside Tita and Prince Oliver, had helped clear up the mysterious incidents that occurred in Lee Borough. The Intelligence Division had their eyes on her for a while, only fittingly, considering she's one of Lee Borough's most up-and-coming young bracers. There's also, like, less than 10 of them, so I guess by default, she's the most up-and-coming. She's earned herself quite the reputation. You'll be hard-pressed not to hear her name in Lee Borough. But if they're so high profile, how'd they manage to make it in without us getting tailed? Wait, what? How'd they manage to make it to us without getting tailed? Might have had a trick or two up my sleeve, but we'll get to that later. For now, we should put some distance between us and before those guys catch up. I know a place we can lie low. Somewhere well off everyone's radar by now.
You can't say the Syndicate doesn't keep its promises.
I was gonna say, is this the classic, they pan up to someone standing on a roof to say some ominous shit?
Sure. At least as far as this case is concerned. Jade Brooke is back. Now we just need to buy some time.
Who the hell? Jade Rook is Briefus. Yeah.
After that, it's just a matter of handing it over to the next guy.
All work and no play, huh? I like that about you. As for Jormungand, we're just about ready to get everything officially underway. There are just a few more details to work out regarding its more unofficial aspects.
Then there's Class 7. What's left of them anyway? Let's see just how much fight those dregs still have in them.
Oh my god, he's so different. It almost actually kind of makes the voice change, like, not as... I mean, it's still noticeable. And I really liked Lecter's old voice actor. Granted, I also really liked his Japanese voice acting as well. I thought that was really well done. But I do absolutely love Lecter's all the talented boys and girls line in CS3. It's delivered so fucking well. So many talented boys and girls. It just has so much personality in it. This building was once the Special Support Section's headquarters, right? Yeah, wow, it's been so long. I only ever came here a few times, but still. Oh yeah, didn't some of you guys come here with Instructor Reen during our field exercises too? Indeed, we use that as our base of operations. That explains why the pace feels so lived in, welcoming even. Also, that's kind of interesting because, you know, Machias would have been the only one that was actually with us then. Take it you have a spare key to the place then? And I guess the you guys line probably refers to if Elisa had been here. Because it is kind of weird that she says you guys when only Machias would have been. But I guess if you had Elisa instead of Eustace. But I do wonder if she still says that line even if you don't have Machias. Bingo, Ellie and the others gave us one when we met them a while back. We use this place as a safe house for times like this. Times like this made me busting my typing fingers helping out the SSS. I caught one of you guys coming here from Erebania thanks to the net. Those two that tailed us out earlier were only able to because I passed that intel on to them. I see, word truly does get around fast. Everyone knows what we've been doing since we left the Witches' Village? Wouldn't be hard for the Intelligence Division to keep track of us. They do have an entire section dedicated to analyzing data to formulate strategies, after all. And they've recently established a team that specializes in getting intel from the Orbital Network, too. Let's make them as many teams as they want. I'll hack so many circles around them, they'll have loops. Their loops will have loops. Alright, the network's up and running. Let's see what we can find. Well, just porn. That's it. That's all that's on the Orbital Net. Yonah hacked into the network to collect some new data. They then called Louise over from Yonah's house to plan out their next course of action. There's a lot to unpack here to be sure, but a little zilch in the black paloma grass, huh? There's certainly plenty of news about Governor General Rufus returning to Crossbell, though. I suppose it's the hot topic in town at the moment. It would seem so. His airship only just returned recently. And from Guerrilla Fortress of all places. Huh, well that sure doesn't bode well. How don't we take a look at this report here? St. Ursula Hospital. Where have I heard that name before? Because it's fucking famous? It's like the most famous hospital in the entire continent? Oh, you mean St. Ursula Medical College? That's one of Crossbell's most advanced medical facilities. And I mean, it's most famous because it's like the only one that's like directly mentioned. Essentially. Remember Lynn? She used to study there. Yeah, the place has been overrun with new patients lately. We've had to discharge people faster than usual to transfer them over to Armorica. Pretty harsh if you ask me. I went there a while back to check up on things. It was kind of a shock. Turns out a ton of the government and military workers have been going there in secret. Sounds like there's something to this more than meets the eye. I know a nurse who works there. Maybe she can tell us something about it. Don't ask her name, alright? We don't remember it still. You know, I haven't had a chance to see her lately. She's just as busy as everyone else. Wait, Cecile, that's it! I knew it was close to Celine! I knew it was a CE! I knew it, man! You don't have to mean Cecile, do you? She lives in my apartment building. I've known her almost all my life. Wow, it's a small world, huh? Lloyd is probably at that convalescent home they set up in Armorica right now. Ilya got moved there right in the middle of rehab after all. You might be right. We won't be able to count on his help this time. I hope Ilya recovers soon. I'm sure everyone in Crossbell feels the same way. Yeah. Ilya, as in Ilya Platier, lead reformer of Arkansas? Yeah, she was badly injured during a raid 2 years ago. That said, Heyoe and the Archisms are a cause for concern as well. Seeing them both in the Geofront did seem like more than just a coincidence. Their activities appear to stretch across the whole of Crossbell now, and we've never seen them use the Society's arcades before. Heyo and Ouroboros working together. More well with the Governor General at least. Bad news for us either way. More than the SSS can only do so much about them from the shadows. Why don't they just fucking walk up, get in the damn elevator, beat Rufus, throw him at the damn window again? Well, not again, but, you know, give him the Dieter special. And then whenever they send a division, Lloyd just smacks all the tanks away with his Tompas. It should be easy. Even the Zuberlians who came over to help have their hands full with them. So this map shows where all the Arcans are turning up, yeah? So where do we know these places? Okay, the one near Tangram Gate, that's probably close to... That's like a long... Well... I mean, it's not really near where the boathouse is, I guess, but it's kind of close-ish. There's that one up near Armorica. I think that one... I mean, you can't really tell what I'm talking about because there's no way to point her, but... See, one that kind of looks like where the old workshop was at. Whole of Crossbell my ass. It's totally biased to one side, isn't it? I mean, there's barely any around Michelin. Same goes for St. Ursula. Well, perhaps that bias is precisely where our clue lies. It's almost as if they're trying to draw the attention to the SSS and the bracers away from the south. There's no telling if they found the singularity, though. Either way, it could be worth investigating the southern side of the region. But at the same time, like, even if the SSS finds the singularity, I mean, they don't know about the singularity in the first place. And they don't have the little fancy magic stakes to do anything about it. Valerie might have found something over at the hospital by now. I already got word back from Freddy. He was looking around the area himself. He said he discovered something interesting at our old field exercise camp. Something interesting? I mean, I guess another mech. I admit I'm a bit hesitant to see something Freddy finds of interest, but it does sound like something we should follow up on. Good, then it's decided. Time to hear what our friends have to say. We'll head off to the old field exercise camp first. Right after that, it's off to St. Ursula Hospital. I'll go along with that. We should head to Strayson Street and start our excursion from there. Good luck, everyone. See what we can find while you're gone. I'll make sure to contact you as soon as we do. With Riksha and the SSS rushed off their feet, you guys are the only ones who can count on for this. Guess you gotta take the lead this time. Be careful out there. Right. Take care of yourselves until we get back. Afterwards, Sully returned to the entertainment district. Yonah and Luis stayed at the SSS HQ to gather intel in the meantime. What do you gotta say about Ellie and Estelle? Allies? Yeah. Granddaughter, Speaker McDowell, key member of the SSS. Alright, let's not get ahead of ourselves. She's currently working as our grandfather's secretary. Senior Bracer with a bright smile had a key role in resolving the incident in Liberl and is under the Empire's scrutiny. Is willing to slap and whack with the stick. Let's leave this up to me. I'll dig up some info on you hitting up the Governor General's related pages and underground sites. They strained the security lately, but that's not going to help them when it's me they're up against. You're awfully confident for someone who needed rescuing just a little while ago. That's different. Don't mix up real life and the... Don't mix up the real me... God. Don't mix up the me in real life and the me online. Daily reminder that Tio and Ren are better hackers than you. Now, to be fair to Yonah, he doesn't have superpowers, and they do, but... So I guess in that way, Yonah's actually more impressive. Turns like the government had to deal with the Hayway Syndicate after all. The more I hear about what's going on, the less I like it. Be careful out there, okay? Sure, keep the intel coming, Luis. We're counting on you. Leave it all to me. Well, me and perhaps Yonah. His hacking skills are truly remarkable. I've learned a lot just from helping him. I imagine it's only going to make our work and communications more effective. Hey, I told you to quit looking at my programs. Damn it, just don't look at my homework folder, alright? I'm gonna have to add another couple layers of encryption to my source code. These two are fighting a strange war of information. But if you think about it, it will only help improve their skills in the long run. I'm learning so much just from looking over Yonah's shoulder. I can't wait to share some of these new ideas with my dad. Alright, your dad's one of the engineers working on the Orbital Network, huh? That explains... Hey, I told you to stop stealing my source code! I've got this. I'll let you know as soon as I find anything. Stay tuned to the next episode of Trails of Cold Steel 4. Okay, it's not quite time to end the video, but I could have. I could have done it. Anything we can explore in the rooms? What used to be in here, you know? It's kind of hard to describe. This room belonged to a girl who was the heart of the whole special support section. You mean Kia Bannings, the Zero Child? Well, yeah, but she was like being vague about it for a reason, I presume. I remember reading the Intelligence Division's dossier on her. Something about her being able to intervene with causality? Yeah, but she can't do that anymore. Maybe. To us, she was just your average sweet little girl. I used to go shopping with her and Ellie all the time. Huh, what just happened? It almost like it opened on its own. I thought this place had been closed for the last few years. Could someone have been in here more recently? It's not an intrusion if the door's already open, technically speaking. Indeed, in fact, it almost feels like an invitation. No one's against it, I don't see why not. It's the ghost of Kia. There's... What's that say? Something hose? Is there anything to interact with? Didn't seem like it. Oh my god. Friggin'... What the hell? Kia! Oh god. Is she in the room with us? This was Noelle's room. She transferred here from the CGF. Oh man, the Guardian Force. What a better name than Defense Force. Along with Randy. The Crossbell Guardian Force. They got incorporated into the Imperial Army if memory serves. You know, they're still posted in the same area, except now they take their orders from the Army. Just another bunch of pawns for the Empire tossed around, huh? Odds are they'll be right on the front lines when the war starts. They're probably right. It's not a happy thought. Wonder what Noelle and Sonya are doing. Poor Noelle, just not important enough to actually get to come back, it seems. This was Tio's room. It used to be jam-packed with Mishi and Kagamaru merchandise she collected. I'd heard about some of the research she did for the Epstein Foundation. She sounds like quite the savant. Yeah, she was a big help during our search for the Calvardian agents, not to mention when the Grawl appeared. Though with that in mind, Mishi isn't exactly where I expect her passions to lie. Yeah, Tio has a way of surprising people. Hope she's alright. No, she has to be. I mean, I don't know. I guess when you consider that she had like her whole childhood basically ripped away from her, can understand being a bit obsessed with stuff like that. It used to be Ellie's room. Man, talk about nostalgic. Ellie, oh, you mean that chick with the silver hair and the rocket knock? I'm just gonna rocket knock your block off if you finish that sentence, Ash. Oh my god, she's based? Ah yes, the granddaughter of the Crossbell's illustrious speaker, Henry McDowell. Using a career in law enforcement, despite coming from a political family, must have a share of challenges. Yeah, but even then, she managed to rise above all that, one step at a time. At least the kind of girl who follows her heart no matter what. I've always looked up to her for that. Wait until you meet Chloe and you'll have your mind blown. Because that's the main criticism I have with Ellie's character, is that she's just Chloe. Basically, just not as well developed. Which, granted, is also kind of an issue with Muse, where Muse is also Chloe, but what if Chloe was perfect? I mean, Muse is like a mix of Chloe and Oliver. But, like, what if they were perfect, basically? And horny. I mean, granted, Oliver's horny, but... even more horny. Oh, wow, it's you. Is that you, Chiruru? When did you get back? I was so worried I haven't heard from you in so long. You haven't traveling, had a blast. I brought you back some souvenirs. What a relief, you're just as laid back as ever. Well, it's good to see you haven't changed. Welcome back. Thanks, Katarina. It's good to see you too. Chirru's never let politics stop her from traveling whenever she wants. It was the same when Crossbell got annexed, but now she's finally back home. I'm so happy to see her again. I haven't caught up in almost half a year. I wonder what kind of places you got to exploring this time. I never actually left the city. I've just been lost, wandering around in the streets and slums. I saw Ryu and his friends running around town a while back. I guess they're still doing their patrols. As his sister, I can't help but be concerned about him. So it looks like dialogue is updated. Oh boy. Kind of surprising, because none of the other towns had their dialogue update as the plot progressed. Or is it just some of you have dialogue updated? Okay, you say the same, so maybe it's just certain characters. That would seem like a little much, if like all dialogue updated during the same story section, basically. Mainly just because like none of the other areas that did that. My idea for the new bread I'm making for the final purebred competition is just about finalized. This kind of came together when I thought about what I learned in the past 2 years here. It's great to have a chance to bring together everything you've learned and put your skills on display. It seems he's really downplaying what may be his culinary masterpiece. It's not as good as the Vander bread sword. I think your bread's gonna be amazing, Oscar. So the bake-off is 2 weeks from now, the same day I depart for the war. It'd be incredible if you could stop by, but only if you have the time, of course. We will definitely try. So you're gonna be heading out again, huh? You already had lunch? An empty stomach can be your worst enemy, so make sure to eat up. Can't believe Oscar already has an idea for a new dish. At this rate, I'll lose to him again. I have to do something. I don't want it to end like this. Seeing him off without doing anything is something I'd hate to do. Isn't it? You know, I've decided this will be the final purebred competition. I'm gonna put everything I have into beating Oscar. That's the spirit, Bennett. We've had the opportunity to help you out in the past, so please allow us to cheer for you now as well. Thank you. I'm gonna do it this time. I've never gotten one up on Oscar. I can't even count how many times I've cried myself to sleep over it. But I'm gonna channel all that frustration into revenge. What? I don't want it to end like this. Seeing him off without doing anything is something I'd hate to do. Going to defeat him and then he'll never forget me. Like, no, this isn't about revenge. We should at least support her. She's very confused. Time to get work on the first batch of the afternoon. Bennett's finally starting to feel better. That's the way things go sometimes. Can't get hung up on it. If you ask me, the best thing would be for everyone to get their feelings out in the open. Not that it's any of my business. This was just the opinion of a man with a tall hat. Looks like Bennett's only cheered up a little. You heading back out, Yonah? Be on guard, alright? I don't know, maybe dialogue has updated everywhere? Nothing but doom and gloom in the news these days. I feel like Crossbell's losing his spirit. So much has happened in the past few years, I don't know what to believe anymore. The only time I can truly relax is when I'm enjoying some of these fine baked goods. First we invaded by Rarabonia, now Calvard. So much has happened. Calvard's not invading you, lady. I mean, not right now. Husband has taken umbrage at something Miss Nova said again. At least these two will never stop fighting. Okay, now you do say different stuff. I can't bear to see a former statesman fritting away his time while Crossbell in such dire straits. I admit, I was frustrated with Mrs. Novash for a spell as well, but it's time we put aside such petty personal matters. Nah, fuck them. Nationalism is bad unless it, is about Crossbell. Then it's okay. I wish someone would inform her how impressive a skill touch typing is. If she ever starts using the net, you can bet I won't be teaching her a damn thing. Nagging about her fancy second home in Michelin. Say she'd be delighted to show us around someday. Ha! Wild horses wouldn't drag me there. What about wild bison? Okay, yeah, I can't really resist a bison, but I mean, for a horse, you just gotta short out its electrical inputs, then it falls to the ground neighing. Can't stop me. Just the other day, that trivial curmudgeon, Levick, was raving on about his skill with that horrid orbital network. Maybe impressive for commoners, but it's not something I need to be made aware of. That network is nothing more than a silly little toy. My vacation home in Michelin has far more value. If one lives in Crossbell, then a vacation home in Michelin is a must, otherwise you're practically nobody. Those who don't have a vacation home don't have anything worth saying. It's simply the mutterings of insignificant fools. There's this girl, Sully, who lives up on the 3rd floor. I mistook her for a boy the first time I saw her. She's so rough and vulgar, she's always stomping around like she has someplace to be. The Wardome's nothing to write home about. How did a ruffian like that end up in a classy place like this? I hope she throws you down the stairs. You know, be saying, oh, he's just a kid, you can't hold him accountable, like, he's just a kid, let him say whatever he wants. Nah, fuck him. I've been mildly annoyed by his words, so he must perish. Today's lunch came out great. Better get this over to Arkansas. This time of day will Sully be starving. I can't tell her. I can tell her the laundry's done while I'm at it. Are you related to Sully? Who? Me? I wish. No, I'm just the caretaker here. Sully lives all on her own now, so I pitch in with her housework every now and then. She was living with someone else before? Yep, she and Miss Ilya lived together until the accident. We're all just waiting on her to recover at this point. Sully's practicing around the clock to live up to Ilya's expectations. And having a bunch of friends swarming this place could be a disaster, so don't tell anyone this is where she lives, alright? Our lips are sealed. Wow, I'd heard someone from Arkansas lived here, but who knew Sully and I were neighbors? I've always been a huge Ilya fan. Back in the day, she let me clean her apartment sometimes. That sure was an honor. Sully's kind of a neat freak, so I don't get to do that much these days. But never mind, all that talk about how they probably wouldn't update dialogue, I take that back, that was a joke. Of course they'd update dialogue, it's fucking Crossbell, baby. Yeah, that does make me think, like, the other areas didn't have their dialogue update, right? I didn't just miss it? Oh god, oh no. Okay, we'll keep going for a little bit. Actually, well, yeah, I'll push through, because I kind of do need to pause, but we're also so close to the end of the video that we'll just keep going for another 5 or so minutes. Do you really have to go, Daddy? I'm afraid so, Mama. Mommy and I talked about it, decided that's what Daddy needs to do right now. But I'll be fine. I won't actually have to fight anyone, so I'll come home safe and sound. Okay, be careful, alright? Bring some medicine with you just in case. And don't drink the water without boiling it first, you could get sick. My, when did you get to be so grown up, Mama? I'll follow your advice to the letter. You can make sure to take care of Mommy for me, alright? I've been helping my daddy get ready for military camp. I still feel really sad. Can't let Daddy know, though. I don't want him to worry. I'll send him off with a smile, no matter what. She used to be so shy, but Momo's really starting to get more confidence in herself. My little girl is growing up. I'm so proud, but not a little lonely given what's to come. There's no way of knowing when this war will end. I can only hope our family will be together again someday. Hallie's put so much work into finding new lines of supply, but now with the trains out of commission, we're mostly relying on trucks for transport. I have a lot to learn before Tallies leaves for camp. I could have asked Harold for advice if he was still around. We're not the only ones who have it hard around here, but I'll do what I can to solve my own problems before I bring it to anyone else. This neighborhood will endure. Okay, so we have a quest over at the CNS. We're not going to do that yet. I think we'll just go ahead and talk to Yonah's parents and family, and then call it. Phew, slept like a log. Flora came back for a little while, then headed off to the hospital again. Still need to sit down and talk with her properly. I haven't had the chance to tell her that I'm joining the war as a field surgeon. To be honest, I hate the idea of taking orders from the Empire. But even if they hadn't asked, I'd have wanted to do this anyway. Crossbell didn't want this war. I can't stand by and watch its citizens get hurt. This is no time to take it easy. I better head over to the hospital before my shift starts. Maybe I can finally get some alone time with Flora. Also, why do you have a crate from a weapon shop? Lighten? Are we overthrowing the government? Because if so, we won't tell anyone. There's no need to fear. The Ashen Chevalier is here. No fair. It's my turn to be the Ashen Chevalier this time. What is going on here? They're playing Ashen Chevalier. It's a popular game among the children in this town. Even though the role of the Ashen Chevalier was forced on him by the government. Kinda warms my heart to see how he's inspired these kids. Why are you guys staring at us like that? Because you're not playing Mullet Banings? Louise looked really happy when she saw us playing this too. What is it the grown-ups like about it so much? Nothing, we just like seeing you having fun. Just don't get carried away and hurt yourself, okay, you two? We know. You be careful too, you know. Now what if about, we tell him that Reen was also here to help the intelligence division do bad shit? Maybe some sweets would be a good souvenir. I'm pretty down about this, but Tallys was asked to help the soldiers. When I visited him in the morning, he was getting ready to go. I heard about it too, Mom. Something like this is just so... Things have been tough for everyone here. Some have been conscripted, and so many people look pale and drawn. There are several I haven't even seen lately. Your father's always so busy too. I'm sorry, I should think of other things to talk about. We're fine. The neighborhood is working together, so most things are covered. I heard from Louisa you've been busy. Come back soon. It's a delight to see you all so well. Okay, Mom. We'll be heading out now. We'll be fine as well. Please don't worry too much, ma'am. It is really odd that the dad just doesn't show up at all. Ashen Chevalier is here to save you! Let's find the singularity as fast as we can. Yes, let's. Lisa's late getting back. What's keeping her? Yeah, whatever. Your friends came by and visited pretty recently after all. We'll play together when you're done with their stuff? And if we have time afterwards, you better be good in the meantime, okay? Don't do anything that can get you hurt. Yeah, don't go down to the sewers and make people save you from a bunch of evil slimes that act faster than everyone and then instantly one-shot the guest characters before they even get to take an action. Alrighty, so we'll call it here. Next time we will pop over to the CNS, see what they want us to do, and then explore the rest of Crossbell. Oh boy. Talking time is back. In earnest. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.